High-performance driver education. What is it? It is the extended education for those who wish to learn how to control their car better in adverse conditions and on the racetrack. We teach people how to take either cars like this or small open-wheeled race cars and put them on the track safely, but we don't use NASCAR tracks. We use what are called road course tracks. Road course tracks are any tracks that have both left and right-hand turns. I've raced on some tracks that have upwards of 17 of them. It's a lot to remember, but it's a lot of fun.
A high-performance vehicle is any vehicle with over 300 horsepower or built in any way to be a racing or track car. It's any vehicle that can really break 150 miles an hour. Really, any car can be a high-performance car depending on the work you do to it. It just depends on your level of skill.
Some of the things that we concentrate on teaching are techniques around a skid pad, the reactions necessary to be able to judge where there is an opening, jump to that opening, and proper abilities for racing on an autocross. An autocross is a small track marked out by cones in a parking lot.
I've been into cars really for most of my life. We live at the bottom of a very large hill in New Jersey, and my father always used to stop at the top of the hill, and I'd sit on his lap, and I'd, with his help, drive the rest of the way down to the house. And from pretty much then on, just became a slightly unhealthy obsession.
I guess I've always really been into cars. I had them as Legos as a kid and would build models and stuff like that, but it all kind of really came to a head when my father bought a 2005 Dodge Viper. And at that point, my world just kind of exploded. My favorite car has got to be the Dodge Viper. It's so simple in its construction, so it is really the perfect driver's car. It is the only car that I can think of on the market right now where all of your control comes from your own personal skill. It's that type of skill required to drive the car that really spurs me on to be the best driver possible.
Everything you really do in life is a hazard. It's how you prep for it. In terms of the sport itself, yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, I've had friends crash. My father's actually put my street car into the wall. It's all a matter of the precautions you take to minimize as much of the risk as possible. You know, even people who play golf, it's a risk. Every activity has its own inherent dangers. I guess it really is just one giant adrenaline rush. The abilities that putting your car on the track actually gives you is probably what really makes me come back.
But the real reason that we keep doing all this high performance stuff is that it's just flippin' awesome.